Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just another day in Korheim. I mean, we're all familiar with Korheim, right? We all come here, we do our trading, we queue, we meet our friends. We know we got to press P right there, which is a great way to interact with everyone. I mean, it's business as usual, right? So nothing's really new graffiti. I don't know. I feel like I have a head cold. Something different about my hair just feels different. I don't know what it is. I can't really put it into words. But what I do want to do is before we bring him out visually in camera face to face, a little birdie told me that Uari is actually wandering around in Korheim. So I'm going to go try to locate him really quickly. And if I know him, I think I do, he's probably next to the very best NPC in Korheim. And for those of you who watch the streams, you know exactly what NPC that is. All right, let's just go over here, take a little jaunt. Journey, we'll just walk past.
Oh, man.
Okay, one more time.
Oh, man.
Yep. You know, why not again?
Oh, man.
There it is. Yeah, MK, you know what time it is.
Man.
Look at this. Hey! You look good. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, man. Hey. Hi. Good to see you. Everyone, look who it is. It's Uari. Gibbling Carbox. Oh, Shiruka, are you suggesting that we do a card-based game? I don't know. I mean, Witcher had Gwent, right? So maybe in the future, maybe that's a good idea. We can have a Coreborn trading card game like a Yu-Gi-Oh or a Pokemon, or we can do a competitive game, you know, like Magic. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do a card game. Good idea. I'll ask Renee about that. Yeah, in the meantime, we're both just a couple bros hanging out, standing right here. He looks fire. Are they the new boots? Oh, the one that looked like feet? Yeah, the new feet boots. We called them foots. Yeah. I'm glad you caught wind of that, for sure. Did you know there's a second NPC that says, oh man? I did not. I did not. But, you know what? I'm going to put off the suspense. I'm not going to put it off any longer, okay? We're just hanging out here. We're looking great. We're looking dope. So I'm going to bring in audio first only, because we're all about teasers in this stream. I want to make sure you all can hear him correctly. So I'm going to bring in Uari really quickly, okay? If you can hear him, you all can let me know. Make sure there's no double audio. And Uari, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Said okay. Can you all hear that okay? Please say yes. Please say yes, please say yes, please say yes, please say yes. Okay, we got one excited Grease. We have one excited Shimmer. Perfect.
Yeah, seems people can hear me.
I'll take it. Good. And to make sure I'm in queue with you, I'm going to unmute my Discord audio. And that way you can just mute me on Twitch, I guess. That way there's no double audio.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's really nice.
Hey man, people are saying you might look a little different today. Did you do something different with your character?
No. I mean, I'm bare feet, but I mean, bare feet is a new trend. Everybody should try it. So besides that, no, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, the most important thing is your audio sounds good, and the audio person says the audio is approved, so I'll take that. Stefan's saying, take my money and give me hats. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about hats for. Weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about this, Uari, but it's been this ongoing thing for 2 weeks now where people are saying things like there's something on your head or hats, and I don't know what it is, but maybe we'll find out more about it in the future.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Greesh is annoying me about this basically all day, and I already told him earlier today, like, he's seeing things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's our Greesh, so I will understand that, I guess.
Yeah. Guess we have to live with that.
Speaking of things you can live with, I understand we're going to go over some really cool details today.
We actually do, yes.
Cool.
It's time to basically give some insights of what's next and what we start working on.
Well, perfect. I'm going to bring you in to the main screen then with myself. And then in that same scene, we're going to show off the first frame of our 7-frame feature today of some new stuff you can look forward to here at Coreborn. So we're going to hop right into it. You're going to get a double feature right now, chat. Not only do you get Wuari on the main screen, but right away, he's backed up by an amazing screenshot. So we're going to check it out right now.
Yeah. It's been a while I was on stream.
Look at that. There you are. Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Everyone, you can clap, especially if you are a sub. You have access to some really cool emotes. So there you go.
Yeah.
So,
As said, it's been a while. So really, like, I don't know. It was beginning of this year, I guess it was the last time.
yes.
And I mean, a few people actually met me at Gamescom. So
that's true. You were at Gamescom. We saw you in the photos and everything. So now that we have you here, for those who are not introduced to you formally on Discord in the game, or did not get a chance to meet you at Gamescom, can you introduce yourself, what it is you do, that kind of stuff?
sure. So nickname is Ferrari. My actual name is Renee, and I'm one of the founders of Blank Hands, and I'm the executive producer. So I basically be in charge of that things getting done. So it was Baluhu, so Marcus and me, who actually started it before we got Hauke on board. And so, yeah. And I really, as said, as a producer, have to take care of everything. And like, hey, Hauke, I need that. Please take care. Dine, where's the sound? Can we redo the sound? Can we have better sound? That's basically my job.
I like that one part of your jobs is actually saying, where's the sound? Where's the sound? Dine right away saying, hold up. Wait a minute. Where is the sound? You know what? Let's do it.
You're welcome, Shimmer.
We'll give you some background music. This is exclusive, by the way. This background music does not save locally. So all of you who are here right now, you hear the sound. If you're watching on VOD, you're wondering right now, where is the sound? That's what you call a streaming exclusive. It's background music. So thank you for introducing yourself, Renee. Wuari, thank you for being here. So right here, our first screenshot, our first concept art, our first everything is on display right here. It looks quite colorful. Can you give us an insight on what is happening in this art piece? What are we looking at?
I mean, for everyone who knows a little bit about the origin of Coreborn, knows that right next to Ambrose there are the liquid meadows. Oh, the liquid meadows. The liquid plains is on the other side. So the liquid meadows. And what I can already say is that we started working on it. So I guess you will see it in the news in a few weeks as well, that we are finally allowed to work on that. So we start working on it, and what you see here is the first concept art of the liquid meadows.
I love this first concept art. The only thing that I love more is we haven't even looked at the screenshot or discussed it for longer than 30 seconds. And already Warsu is like, hey, big question, is there fishing? We let it breathe? Like a good wine you pop open, you let it breathe first, and the first thing you want to do, Warsu, is just start chugging it?
Yeah, I mean, after last week, the first question was like, is there swimming? And then, I don't know, if people had been on our Discord, they would have seen like, yes, we're working on swimming animations.
You know what? It's funny you mentioned that, because we do say if you venture across all the Coreborn channels, whether it be social media on Twitter, X, Twixter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, not Vine, we don't do that any longer, or even on Discord, you never know what you're going to find out. And yeah, little birdie told me, if you go on Discord right now and you're perusing the forums, there is a small animation of just that, swimming.
Yes, so it's always worth to check out, because we are mean. We spread informations everywhere. That's
Yes.
not very nice of us. I know.
Well, we could switch it up. We could start spreading misinformation everywhere instead.
Good idea. We should do this. We really should do this.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, this right here is great concept art. We are looking at several pieces of coral. It looks like we have little bubble habitats with some kind of aquatic creatures inside of them on pieces of weed or vine that are growing upwards instead of being underwater, which I think is really unique. What's your favorite part of this art right here that you're looking at?
I would say I really like the corals, so that it really has this under the sea vibe, so that it feels like, oh, it's a reef. I can explore corals, and that's basically the vibe I really like the most about this.
You know,
And it's so colorful. It looks so different from what we have in Ambrose.
true. I mean, Ambrose has some colorful portions, but I'm used to seeing just fields of golden wheat and it's kind of blue skies and some brownish areas, and the moss seas are kind of colorful. But in here, this color just pops. Like, it makes me want to build a home here. Can you imagine that? Uari, can you imagine building a home right here and what that would look like?
Yeah, I mean, you have directly your house at the sea. Like, that would be beautiful.
You know what? What I would do personally is I would probably stay tuned to future streams. You never know what you might see. Maybe in the future we might see an example, some art of what a home could look like in Liquid Meadows. I don't know.
Maybe.
Speculation. But I have to ask one thing. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner of that portrait, there's a humanoid-looking creature down there surveying and looking out. What we got going on down there?
I don't know. Maybe we find out later, but I don't know.
I like that answer. I don't know. Yeah, for all we know,
don't know.
It could be a statue, I guess. I don't know. Shiruka's saying a Navi from Zelda? I don't think so.
No, I get it's a reference to these strange James Cameron ripoff of and very famous anime, and he made a 3D movie out of it with 2 parts.
Never heard of it. Sorry, can't help
No.
you. Nope. Is that blue
No.
skin? I don't know, Odavar. It looks like blue skin to me, but it is the first of 7 different pieces. So all of you right now who have been asking questions about Redacted and you've wanted to see Redacted in action, this is a good look at Redacted. Whatever you might think Redacted may be. We have another frame right here we can take a look at. Oh, well, look at this.
Oh, that's a beautiful map.
It is. It's
So-
quite colorful.
Yes. It really is. Showcasing a little bit the layout of what to expect. So, really, really nice. Really like it.
It does look really nice too. And I want to tell you, like me, I love just kind of like glancing. I'm a glancer at first, and then I look for things that pique my interest. Like, of course, I look over in Ambrose, and I've seen Ambrose before. A lot of things in Ambrose look very familiar. Of course, I see all that. In Korheim, I've been there, done that. I'm there right now. But over there in Liquid Meadows, I'm seeing a lot of things right away, Rari, that I don't understand. Like, I see a gigantic, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that looks like a footprint. And if we're scaling that, that footprint is colossal compared to the size of Ambrose.
It actually is. Man, if we just would know something of this size that would have stepped in there. We will never know, I guess.
Guess not. You know what?
Guess not.
Warsu, I was going to ask about that. On the right hand, you know, sometimes Warsu, as someone who's not a very good artist, but I was an artist at one point, when you're kind of getting ideas of what to draw, you start proofing on the side. You start doodling on the side, right? So on the right hand side, I do see a picture of someone who is using, and again, just my words, what would be a sheet of ice skating down some location. That could just be doodling though. What do you think, Rari?
Could be. I mean, I guess we will have to find out. It's still some time until we are there, but I guess we will have to find out.
Yeah,
And maybe someone in the chat knows what basically lays to the right side of the map. So
this could be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. I just zoomed in really quickly, and I can't help but notice that there's almost something prehistoric, frozen in time right here in the center of the screen, which wouldn't be unusual since our neighbors over in Ambrose nearby have access to dinosaurs, our Sauramancers, but what would one be doing frozen in liquid meadows?
I don't know. Getting some ice cream and doesn't made it out of the mountains fast enough.
Getting some ice cream is a great answer. Okay. You have it here first, folks. Getting some ice cream is the correct answer. And yes, we can always use Shimmer's arm as a reference for what's happening in different locations. But yeah, I mean, all teasing aside, you all can see right here, this is Liquid Meadows, right next to Ambrose, as promised. And the biome looks a little cold, which is weird because the previous screenshot looks so vibrant and colorful and peaceful, and then on this screenshot it looks desolate, abandoned, harsh.
Yeah. See, but as Shimmer now noticed, he knows what's coming there, so he already is aware that there are people that are living in a very, very cold place.
Twitch Metalhead asking the right questions. Is there a time for the new biome to come soon?
Giving the time frame. To be very honest, it will take some time to actually build this. But we will take you on the journey basically from the start. So it is the start. We are allowed to work on this since 7 days. So since a week, we are allowed to work on that. And basically it's now we are sharing it already with you. And you see where we are right now. And you would be part of the journey, be part of every small step we take. And so now we have something to share every now and then. But maybe that's important, and I want to point it out. We are not done with Ambrose yet. There are still a lot of things that come to Ambrose.
I think that's an important note too. I'm happy you said that.
And this is basically waiting for you maybe next week already. We can give some insights there, a few things that's coming. So don't worry, we are not done with Ambrose yet, but we want to give you already some insights in what comes next.
Good answer. I like that. Like the caves, maybe Warsu, but I think just someone from the standpoint, not only as CM, but also as a game player myself, it's nice to know that it's not just Ambrose is done, let's bring on a new area of Liquid Meadows, but also, no, Ambrose is not done. There's still more things to add. There's still more things to fill out. That way there's a reason to stay in Ambrose. Whenever you introduce a new area in a game, it's really easy to want to go there right away, but sometimes you have unfinished business in the prior area. You need reasons to stay there. So it's really cool that, we're still working on that.
Yeah. So, and as there was a question of Greece earlier, how these two are connected, maybe we go to the next frame.
Oh, okay. Maybe that'll answer that question. Let's find out. Oh, look what we have here.
It's a weather map.
It is a weather map.
So, what you see here is a very first work in progress paper map. And what a paper map is basically a sketch of what the map will look like. As you see on the left-hand side, there's Ambrose, and on the right-hand side, yes, that's the Liquid Meadows. Before you ask, it's not much bigger. It just appears so because it's more curved. There's a lot of water, but it's practically similar size than what Ambrose is when it comes to landmass.
Okay, yeah, I think that's one of the questions I would have asked is right away. I'm looking at these two, and it does seem much bigger, but I'm happy you pointed out. I mean, look at the map itself. There's a lot of blue right there. There's a lot of landmass, but there's also a lot of water, which I'm compelled to wonder about because earlier in the Discord, we saw a swimming animation, and now we have all this water. I mean, I thought Ambrose had a decent amount of water, but now we have all this water for could be the children of the source, and I wonder what kind of role that's going to play when going between Ambrose and Liquid Meadows.
We haven't fully decided yet how to traverse from Ambrose to the Liquid Meadows. There are right now we're discussing 2 different paths, but I would like to keep this a secret for now.
Sure.
But swimming might not be working out because it will potentially have a stamina effect. And swimming across the ocean, I don't know. Not many people made it.
That's actually one of the things I do in games is I love when a game says you can go from here to there. We recommend taking a plane or a ferry or a boat. And I'm like, I wonder if I can swim the entire way if the game will just let me. Yeah, Twitch Metalhead, I like that. It'll make you stronger. That's the secret. If you swim from Ambrose to Liquid Meadows, you gain a permanent stamina and speed buff for the rest of the game.
Nice idea.
It reminds me of Metal Gear when you would do the chin-ups or the pull-ups 100 times, and then Snake will become stronger afterwards.
Yes.
There you go. Confirmed by Chaodrian? No. Speculation.
Important to know that layout is not final. It will most likely change. So it's a very first work in progress that we already want to share with you folks already, so that you see how the process is from the idea to the actual map. And this time we really want you to take you through the whole process. So it's really like, okay, everything starts with the concept, then you create this small paper map, and for us that's important. We have in total 4 or 5 copies of that, and every of these copies shows something different. No, we don't zoom in. We are not doing that. And on others, you find things like resources or creatures, or how you are meant to progress through the map. So this is the foundation for these things. And so we discuss this, move things around. We are capable of basically moving each of the small squares you see around.
Okay, cool. And I know one of the things that we discussed too is that even though we're trying to figure out how traversal is going to work between Ambrose and Liquid Meadows, as per always, you, the community, the ones watching, whether you're watching right now live or you're watching on VoD, it doesn't matter when it is, you have a say in this. So if you have any ideas that you think could be helpful, any neat things you can think of like, you know what, it'd be cool if you could traverse doing this. It'd be cool if you traveled doing that way. Bring your ideas to the forefront. The same way you would normally. You can go in the Discord. There's an ideas section right there. Pop it up. We're looking at it all the time. And you never know. We might see a feature where we go, ooh, that's actually a really good idea. We should make that work. You're a part of the experience.
And one thing I can spoil. Reach, you are wrong.
Ice area clearly in-game. Not this time.
Not this time.
There you go. Twitch Metalhead gifting out 5 subs to the Play Coreborn community. Thank you, Twitch Metalhead.
Yeah, thanks. By the way, thanks to all subscribers. That's really nice. It shows your support, and we are really thankful for that. So, big thanks to all of them.
And welcome to Coreborn, Sloopyhead, Wari, Storks, El Bloom, and also happy 2 months to Hickchicks. Welcome, Coreborn. So here you go, right here. This is the map, different weather effects. You can see the size. You can see how you would get there. It's going to be wonderful. I mean, right now when you explore Ambrose, you can feel the weight of how lengthy it is. I mean, we've seen what it's like to go from one side to the other. We've seen when the game launched how everyone kind of built their homes in one area. No one wants to go to the East Coast for some reason. That's okay. I like it out there. This is a good slide and a good indicator of where you can start building and where you can start getting an idea of where you want to build. Someone did ask earlier too. I think it was Warsu? Or was it Meadows? Someone asked, will it be on the same server? It was Meadows. Is it planned to be on the same server?
Yes. So the map will be expanded.
Perfect. Good. I like that. There you go.
Good.
Easy question asked. You want to move on to the next slide?
I would say so.
Okay.
We have still some to go, I would say.
Wow. If you have the wow emote, now's your time to shine because look at this. You know, who are you? I can't help but notice again in the bottom left hand corner, there's just this blue looking person hanging out there.
I'm telling you, you're seeing things. You're hanging out too much with Greesh, I would say.
I guess, man, people are seeing things on top of people's heads. They're saying you see giblings or you can see most ears. I guess I'm seeing things too. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And to answer some of the questions from the chats. So, yes, we will look into have more players on a server. How many more? We don't know yet, but that's something we look into. And the rest, it's still too early to have these answers.
Okay.
We simply don't know yet.
Good
how
answer.
How memberships will look like and everything. It's way too early, and as soon as we arrive there, we will again showcase it to you, discuss it with you, and then basically get your feedback.
Okay, cool. Good answer. Hello, Baumau. Good to see you. Welcome back. One of the Coreborn subs hanging out here. Good to see you. Lagoon environment. Yes, that's me. I love my swamp house, hunting and fishing all day. Twitch Metalhead, you sound like Shrek. Just want to go to your swamp house and hunt and fish all day. I tell you what, if it turns out you can fish, this is where I'd want to live. I want to have a home right there. Just walk outside, press one command key, and start fishing all day. So Rory, give me some insight on what we're looking at right here, if you can.
That's a first concept of how buildings might look like. So buildings like you found them right now in Piper's Whistle. So how would a settlement look like in the Liquid Meadows? That's basically what you see here. It's a first idea. Obviously, as you had seen, this whole coral theme, it's something that we would pick up here as well.
I like it. You know, one thing that I noticed right away is how they are on raised platforms. And I know over the Bandits area in Ambrose, there's a lot of raised platforms, but you get there by a scaffolding and by a raised tiers. But right here, I'm seeing ladders. Now, wouldn't you need to be able to climb if you had ladders?
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, can you imagine just, I don't know, seeing your redacted creature or seeing your Ambrosian just do like this?
Oh yeah, using ladders, that would be amazing.
It would be. Oh well, just speculation, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. And to answer one of the other questions as Greesh asked him, yes, you would be able to use materials from Ambrose in the Liquid Meadows, but it's not recommended because they might erode much faster over there.
Ooh.
Same with the materials from the Liquid Meadows in Ambrose, that they are not meant to be built in sandstorms.
Very interesting. I do like that too. I mean, you want to bring a little bit of Liquid Meadows over to Ambrose and bring some of the architecture over there, but it might cost you by doing so.
So, Greesh, you haven't heard me correctly. I haven't spoken about deterioration. I spoke of erosion.
Those are two different things. Sounds like Urari. I
It sounds like.
feel like we might have covered that before. I don't know. Maybe last week. I don't know.
Might be. I guess I heard this before as well. So it's really something that people have to have heard already. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm hearing and seeing things as well.
A lot of different theories are out there. Warsu, that's a great question. I feel like it might be a little early to ask it, but we can workshop it. Are there tides?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, we have a paper map so far from the sub. Maybe we even have a little bit more, but we only have so far thought about like the layout, if we have tides or not. We're simply not there. Also, that's always then a performance issue. Like having tides on such a large scale map means like, how do we do this performance wise? We can do nice things, but then it's like, oh cool. Then I hope you have a computer that basically can also calculate weather models and not only do gaming. So it's something that we all also have to carefully look at what is doable.
That would be kind of like a feather in the cap, though. I mean, I remember 15 years ago, I think it was now, it was, can it run Crisis? Now it can be, can it run Coreborn?
I hope that we never at the point that someone can it run Coreborn. then I feel like we have done something wrong.
Apocalypse was spelled awkwardly. I like it. I really like these seashell homes, but why no waterfalls and surfing up and down to the buildings? Finally, ladder climbing and freefall animations. Again, I think it's the paper art aspect, right? So you're getting an early look as to what it is design-wise and concept-wise, what is being put in place. But it doesn't mean those things aren't going to be planned or happening. It just means we're in the planning phase. But the good news, I think, is that if you have ideas about surfing up and down to the buildings, and why no waterfalls, those are ideas you can take to the ideas section that people are going to look at. And also, if you want a waterfall, you can literally just go to Ambrose. There are waterfalls there. So you can do it. Can it run Coreborn beta flashbacks? All right, listen, you. Let's move on to the next frame.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out.
That's some nice creature, isn't it?
It is, and several different versions of it too. I love palettes, man, so much. Like in any game and anything that I'm doing, I just love seeing different color combinations and where these things may end up. So this is called a clam goal? Question mark?
Yes, it is. For now, I would say it's called like this. Important to know, it's not definite that this creature will make it into the game. So we're exploring different kind of creatures, and we are looking into what they could look like, and that's one of them. And so it's, as said, doesn't mean it make the cut. Might be that we have better ideas, but that's one of the ideas.
I like it.
So yes, that's why we picked it.
Clam anteater turtle. Yes, a little bit of everything right there. I want a pet of them fitting a pet Frostmane. Frostmane's
No, I would always go with that one over Frostmane.
Absolutely. And I'll give you all a little secret, Oki. A little secret. Like Rory just said, yes, that's why you chose that one. When he said chose that one, it means that there are other pieces of art we're working on. And I got to choose which one we displayed. And I chose this one. What that means is that there are other creatures and other conceptual arts that we're working on. Does it mean you get to see them today? No. But what it does mean is that they do exist, they are being worked on, and it gives you a reason to tune in each week, because who knows next Thursday what might happen. Maybe Renee is like, you know what, Adrian, let's just show up all the concept art.
Maybe unlikely, but maybe some more.
I like these right
so
here,
it's,
though.
Yes.
Which one's your favorite?
A tough one. A or D, I would say.
A or D? Okay.
Yes. I like the different colors of D, so that's something I really like. But the white and then also the black shell of A is something nice as well.
I would agree with
Yeah.
that. How about all of you in chat right now too? All of you Coreborn, which one is your favorite? Type in the letter. I think I'm with you on D or E. I think E because I like the leopard spot almost that seems to be happening. The snow leopard spots around the neck and the head and the tail area. I cancel out C because I've been looking at Oripalas my entire life, I feel like now, and there's just a certain like hue of tongue that I can't look at any longer. Okay, we got some D, an F, C, D, 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 F, F, D. A lot of D and a lot of F. I think D's winning.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. I would take it back to the team, I would say.
You know what? I think we have a Twitch device that allows us to run a poll. I'm going to do that right now. We're going to put up a poll right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to find out what you think, or rather, what actually is your favorite out of all these. So right now, if you are part of this experience, we're going to run a poll. Let's see, new poll. Art. Okay.
Oh man, I already see that we now have to do these polls on every creature.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, only allows the space for 5. So since none of you voted for E, I'm just going to put E away. Of course, one of you now starts voting E. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are so petty. Fine. No one voted for A. A's gone. Now we're going to see votes for A.
I voted for A.
It's too bad.
Too bad. Okay.
There you go. The poll is up right now. Vote for your favorite. Which clan goal do you like the best? B, C, D, E, F. If you voted A, cope. Simply cope. And we'll leave this up for 1 minute to give you all time to visualize this creature hanging out in liquid meadows, non-aggressive, most likely, not bothering you. You're bothering it. And the first thing you ask is there clam goal armor? Can I wear the armor? Is there a clam goal headpiece? Is there a body piece? How do I get it? How many kills will it take?
The one thing I imagine is like Greece approaching it and then being knocked out and then had to get help by the F1 crew to actually defeat one.
Wow. You hear that, Grease? He is cool too, look kind of like a leopard seal with a spotted fur. Yes, I agree. Oh wow, the poll's over already. That was quick. Looks like E won. And D got second place. So E and D.
Okay. I would take it back to the team and tell them A it is.
Perfect. Good answer. All right, let's move on to the second to last slide. Oh.
Yes. Oh man, that's some sketches of some folks living there. I don't know. As you see, they're still gray, so we haven't decided on a color or anything.
Right.
Yeah. So we're still exploring. Haven't decided on something that much, but yeah. And I don't think as you clearly see, that's very early, and don't think we need to stay that long on that one, and can already move to the over to the next one.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah. Oh right. We might have already decided on a color.
You know what?
I
feel like I've seen these before somewhere.
Yes. I don't know. Have you seen something blue standing somewhere? I don't know.
I think you've been hanging out with Greece a little too long. I don't think so. This is my first time seeing this image ever.
Yeah. So, important to know, that is also work in progress. That's not finished yet. we are still exploring. That's a first direction that we are taking. So that means that they will unlikely look like this. Also, the armor is not like this is guaranteed that it will look like this. It's really ours in an exploration phase on what the Children of the Source could look like.
Okay.
So there's still some way to go for us. Still some time to spend on exploring further. And as soon as it is more final, then we will share this with you as well.
And I think that's the important note we're trying to hammer home today is that everything you're looking at, it's paper, it's concept art. This is not 3D model, it's not texture, it's not put to design yet. It's the idea of what does this look like based on the lore that we know and based on the direction that we're headed. And this is the presentation we have to offer. And we're showing it to you so you can get a glimpse of it, to get you excited about it, to show you that we're working on it actively as well, but also like anything else, so you can help shape it along the way. Or you can theorize too, like Zephic saying, so from left to right, Fire Nation, Air Nomads, Earth Kingdom, where are the water people? Don't know.
Yes, and so that's why we're taking you on this journey so early on. And as Grish mentioned it quite some time, yes, we haven't updated our roadmap, and hopefully Grish understands now why. Because we now have to really redo a little bit our roadmap, because now we can finally work on that one, and it will for sure influence our roadmap. And we take you on this journey as well. And as soon as we have a full update there, I'm pretty sure we will meet here again, discuss this. Maybe not me, maybe someone else from the team will then have the pleasure to explain it. Because that's something maybe I can announce as well. You will now meet more people of the team. So far, we limited very much to either Adrian, Hauke, sometimes, very rarely me. You have seen some other people late last year on the team, but we really want you to meet the team. As you had been, everyone who has been on the Gamescom met already parts of the team, and we really want to do this. We want you to meet the team, meet the people building this for you and with you. And I guess that's the important part here.
You know, Dine, I'm happy that you're sweating emoji, because all of you are so familiar with Dine, right? Hanging out in Discord, hanging on the channel, listening to the audio. Wouldn't all of you love to have a moment, one stream, to have a little one-on-one time with the sound guy? Wouldn't you all love for me to have a little sit down with him and ask him about his process? Maybe see it in the background, have a program open, walk us through the way he decides different things? Wouldn't that be dope? It could happen.
Yes. And I mean, that would be your chance to actually ask about cool music in the game. Existing one or new ones. So how he does things. And that's basically what we really want. And we doesn't had much time for that one in the past months, and we want to return to that. For the people being with us from the beginning, they might recall something where we basically live created creatures. We most likely will not do that again, but giving you more insights like we did today, that's what we want to do. And really get your feedback, involve you more. And so it's important to be here on the streams, be on our Discord, voice your opinions, share your thoughts, and let's form this together. That's what an early access is for.
That's very true. And I think that's one of the things we keep reminding everyone too, is that we're in early access. Not the game is done early access, and let's go ahead and farm resources and money. It's early access in the sense of it's just the earliest accessible version of the game that you help shape along the way. So when it's out of early access, you can go, hey, I'm like, you know the meme, I made this. That can be you. I made this because you did. You're a part of the process along the way.
Yes, and that's very important. It's like, for us, it's really an early access. By its means, it really means the earliest point in time where you could play the game. And it is a way ahead of us. We think that we need at least another 18 months until we are at the point where we can say, hey, now that's something we would consider being ready to be released. Maybe even more. We don't know. But it would take some time to arrive there, and that's important to understand. And you are part of this journey, and we are very happy that you're part of this journey. And as there was some question, Warsu, maybe you don't know, but we can expand content of the supporter pack and add new things to these. But maybe more about this later.
Man, that would be so cool to have your supporter pack expanded. You're paying for it, you get a soundtrack, you get some cool stuff, and you think,
Yes.
oh, I wish I had some more things included with it. Ugh.
So having the supporter pack is for sure something that pays off. Not only you get access to the lovely music of Dane. I hope he hasn't heard this. I'm pretty sure he will now make basically an voice track out of it and plays it to me every day. I know it. So that's already something. You have the pen and paper in there and everything. So we put together some very nice things, and that's really, really cool. And it helps us to be allowed to work further on the game.
Yes, so keep putting in your suggestions and your ideas too. Maybe if there are people that you would like to meet, if you don't know anyone specifically, there's an idea of like who's in charge of, not even who's in charge of, but who works on textures, who works on 3D models, who's working on this specific thing right here, who does lighting the most. Those are people we can get a hold of and say, hey, would you want to be on stream? We can do it live, or let's get a video and see your progress or your process in action, and then bring that to forefront for you.
So yeah, I mean, Warsaw, yes, we could do this as well. We could bring in, we could ask concept artists to be here as well. Be aware, some of the of our team members are very shy, and please respect if someone decides to be not on cam. It's not for everyone to be on camera, and hope you would then understand that it not always is possible. But we will try it.
I like the reply of this would be so cool. Yeah, and would will probably turn into should and will be, because like Roy pointed out, it's all about the accessibility of meeting different people. Yeah, I'm very shy. All right, cool. Yeah, don't you have a flashbang alert? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. So a lot of cool things that are happening here in the future, and we talk about things like bringing your ideas to the table, creating your own worlds and your ideas mattering along the way. No spoilies, but the team, specifically the moderation team, and us are preparing some really cool things to take place very soon, maybe even as early as today, where you can take your creativity to the next level. Maybe a returning feature or returning thing that used to be around is making its return. And you can take some ideas of what you've seen today in Liquid Meadows in the future and existing in Ambrose and be creative, so to speak, Wari.
Yes. I mean, I saw it, I liked it, and I was like, we haven't done this in a while, and we should do this again. And I'm just looking at the clock. Maybe it's time to go a little bit back to Quorum again, because that's where we started everything.
Okay.
And looking at the same thing
Yeah.
the whole time. Guess we all have seen now enough of blue people.
Yes. It's a tiny screen. Blow that up.
It's a tiny screen.
Like that?
That's really tiny.
Professional streamer.
Oh, it's getting bigger and bigger.
Trying my best. Go, and then there we go. Ta-da! Now you're here too.
Oh, perfect.
I need that hat. What hat? What are you talking about?
Yes. I don't get you, folks. What hat you are talking about?
I don't know, man.
It's
Let me try to get a closer
really
look at
have
you.
to-
I see eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, hair, face.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes. People are seeing things. Is this maybe some sort of Twitch filter that Twitch is doing something?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can connect a game to Twitch and you can have like chat plays along where they can add things to you. I think someone's doing like artwork or something.
But Adrian, we spoke about it that you shouldn't connect these things from other games to us. That's very strange.
Sorry, man. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we figured out what it is. So must be Twitch.
Oh,
So-
man. Oh, man. But yeah.
Oh man.
I think that's probably a good place to stop for the stream. We wanted to give you all an update. We wanted to tease it last week, and we told you we'd bring some good stuff. Now, I already know what's going to happen. A couple of you, I won't say who, I already know who it's going to be. But a couple of you are going to say, a liquid meadows, dope. 2 cats standing around in Gorheim, dope. What happened to dark is something? What is something about nighttime?
I don't know. Wait.
He said sleep.
Sleep. Yes, sleep is correct. I guess at night you should sleep.
Yes. I'll tell you what we can do is, in case you didn't realize, this is a weekly stream every Thursday, same time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and 7:30 CEST. What if, instead of taking, I don't know, dark as the sky or dark as the night or sleep, and manufacturing 5 minutes of data or 2 minutes of data, if that was a real thing, what if we just saved it for next week?
I don't know if this really is a weekly thing. Maybe that's worth doing.
I agree. I like looking forward to things for the following weeks. What if we leak it? Look at this dude.
I don't know. What should we leak? I guess we have to find out next week what we will leak, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you look at the roadmap,
I mean,
Dark as the Night says it's not just about darkness, it's about the things that come with it.
But let's be honest, it's always the week before Christmas that is the most fun. So
It's true.
it's the excitement. It's waiting for it. So it's actually we just want to give you a good time waiting for things. That's basically all we want to do here.
Yeah, that's the actual secret. Like, all jokes aside, Liquid Meadows is coming. You see the concept art for it. We're working on it. We're pumped about it. It's great content. We all know you were looking forward to it. You all were wondering who's coming next. And now you get an idea of not only who's coming next, but how the entire area is scheduled to look. It's concept art, it's early access, so everything is scheduled to change. But at least you have an idea of how it's all going to look. And you have things to look forward to next week, whether it's sharing that or meeting up with someone else and saying, hey, do you want to show off some content of how you work? But there are things to look forward to. So if you want to hang out in chat for 1 week and just say first every day, that's on you. That's your prerogative. But I think this has been a good look at what you can look forward to in the coming weeks and months. Rory, Renee, do you have any last thoughts you'd like to throw out there?
Only have fun. I guess that's the only thing. Stay positive, have fun, and next week I will be in the chat again. So we will read us again, and then at some point I will be on the stream again. So my
Yes.
pleasure to meet you, everyone in person for a very long time again. So it was nice to be here. Thanks for hosting me.
Yeah, thank you for making time for us, and thank you for showing up and introducing yourself and giving everyone a face to attach to the name in case they hadn't already. Everyone, take a good long look. Again, managing director Renee, Rari, who's always here, everywhere, in the Discord, in the stream, in the channels, giving us all the data and the info. Been in the business for a long time, makes wonderful decisions. Put your moss deer hands together. Thank you again, Renee, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, and everyone have a great evening, have a great day, and see you around.
Cool. Thank you. All right, we'll piece him out really quickly. Go back to the main screen. Self in here just to make life easier for everyone. All right, everyone. Yeah, look at that little moss deer claps. I like that. Karai says, "Nah, I'm not gonna clap. I'm gonna do a little of that instead." I like it. It means you're pumped up. It means you're excited. And again, I think the cool part too is that we always tell you you're a part of the process. We show you a Clamgle, this creature that does not exist technically yet. And the first thing we do is say, which one do you like the best? And we do a poll. That's you being a part of the process. And the first thing that Renee said was, I'll take it back to the team and let them know which ones were the favorite ones, which ones were first and second place, and how A didn't get a vote. Whoops. Renee now every week? Maybe. A was the best. I guess if we're doing illusions, I guess I would say if A is the best, then it's kind of like your music, Bane. If your music was A, we can't put it as part of the poll because it's too good. It can't be put in competition with everything else because it'll always win. Just like you. That. Yeah. But genuinely, thank you all of you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for asking questions. Usually we have a little thing called featured chat, which populates your questions along the way and it appears on the screen. It is not working properly right now, so we were unable to utilize that, but it doesn't mean that you're not part of the process. You can always ask questions. We're still going to have that Q&A for you very soon, and then we'll start working on another one too. But hopefully this gives you some incentive to start visualizing what you look forward to in Liquid Meadows, what kind of experience you want to have, what you can look forward to, and honestly, you can already see the differences between Children of the Source and the Hedonist in what could be appearance and also in habitat, and how you won't want to directly take materials from this part of the world into this part of the world. I think we'll start seeing the lines being divided. I think when the Children of the Source first drop, a lot of people will start creating their character, upgrading their character to be part of the Children of the Source just to see what the world's like, or to bring their hedonists over. But I think after a while, you're going to find people who are just happy being hedonists, who are happy being an Ambrose because they like the world better, or because they like the architecture better, or they might want to change. And I think that's one of the beauties of having different nations and different races is you can identify with one and say, that's where I want to be. That'll be cool. In the meantime, thank you all for showing up. As per usual, this will be available on Twitch VODs for you to view later on. And it's also going to be available locally on YouTube. And that VOD will be uploaded so you can watch it on there. So if you want to scrutinize over every minor detail, if you want to start zooming in, Reach, and looking at different details, you can do that as well. Thank you for the gifted subs you gave out today. Thank you for any resubs we didn't see. Thank you for the follows as well. Thank you for the people who showed up and showed out, whether you were active in the chat or were lurking the entire time. Everything was truly important as part of the process. And thank you for your support, more importantly, along the way. Not only your support in showing up in the stream and singing the praises of Coreborn, but your support in keeping us honest, giving detail and feedback, whether it be positive or room for improvement. Both are loud. We hear both, so thank you. Supporting in early access and helping us out along the way. It does mean a lot. So thank you. Keep an eye out on Discord today for some more news for all of you out there who are supremely creative, or for those of you out there who have a creative itch you're just waiting to get out and you want to see how you can do that. We'll have that process for you. If you are in Greece right now, traveling, we wish you a happy travel and hope you're having a great time out there. You know who you are. And for the rest of you, thank you. We'll see you next week on Thursday. Maybe we'll discuss some more of The Night is Dark and Full of Terror. Tall Dark is the Nighttime is super special and scary. Working title. But I don't know. That's then. This is now. Take care.